ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to our wrestling perspective. I'm your co-host, the 12-inch wonder, Drago. And if you like what you see, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you don't like what you see, don't give it a thumbs down. And most importantly, sub it, cousin. This video is exactly what it says. It's our perspective on this past NXT TakeOver 25 in Connecticut. Yes, they brought WWE home. But with Arrival, it's 26. But forget Arrival, it's not a part of history. This is a part of history because it's NXT 25. What can we expect? Old NXT people coming back, new NXT people debuting. We'll find out with this. Now let's kick off NXT 25 with some things that we saw from the pre-show. It was announced that day that out of nowhere I've got a notification on the mobile device that Tommaso Ciampa was going to be a part of the NXT TakeOver 25 pre-show. And he was a part of the NXT TakeOver 25 pre-show. I'm sick of introducing this. But anyway, yes, the Psycho Killer. No, we're not allowed to mention Killer at all. The return of Tommaso Ciampa on that panel. He has said when he comes back, he's coming back after Goldie. So no matter who or what or how or who or what walks out the NXT Championship, that's what he's going to have his eyes focused on the minute he gets back into ring shape. So that's what we took from the NXT TakeOver 25 pre-show. Now let's move on to the main card, and the first match to kick it off was none other than the original bro in Matt Riddle up against the backbreaker king. I'm guessing that's what his nickname is. Anyway, it's Roderick Strong, and holy, this match was hard hitting. It was fantastic. Every break to the back, even when he done that spinning moonsault straight onto the knees, I felt it. There was so many parts of this match where I naturally turned my head, even though I know that these moves, oh my Lord Jesus, was it good. So with that being said, Riddle Strong, do I want to see it again? Yes. Finally, Riddle picks up his first win at an NXT TakeOver, and this all leads us to what is Riddle going to do next. He did defeat one member of Undisputed Era, but he still has that heat with the rest of them. Let's find out what's next for Matt Riddle and Roderick Strong. I don't think this will be the last time we see him in a singles competition in such a hard-hitting match on an NXT TakeOver. There's only so many more people to have these hard-hitting matches with him, and it'll be terrific to see someone like a Keith Lee up against a Roderick Strong. Just the sheer size difference. But anyway, I'm thinking too far into the future. This match was awesome. On to the next. Now in this match, the second match for NXT TakeOver 25 was none other than the Fatal 4-Way for the vacant NXT Tag Team World Champs. I botched that, but anyway, you know what, I didn't botch watching this because it was terrific. It had the four teams. It had the Forgotten Sons. Yes, they are forgotten. You have, what's his name? See? Meaning by he's the Forgotten. But anyway, you have Blake, then you have Cutler, and then they were going up against the Street Profits in Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, up against none other than the Undisputed Era in Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, up against, they don't even have a team name, but they should. But anyway, it's only Lorcan and Danny Burch. I was debating whether I liked this ladder match more than I liked the men's Money in the Bank, just because the pure carnage that was in it, the suplex spot where they both copped it and the ladder piffed in the air. Kyle O'Reilly took that many bumps in the match, I thought he was officially going to be recognized as a dead person within the ring. As bad as me saying that is, you know, it's a bad joke. But anyway, the amount of spots he took and his back, everyone looked like they were absolutely mutilated from this match. And this is such a breath of fresh air, since we haven't seen much of the tag team divisions within Raw and SmackDown for a long time. And seeing the vacant NXT championships on the line, those NXT tag team champions finally get grabbed by a hard-working tag team like Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford in the Street Profits. They took the belts down. There was so much emotion to this. The whole... Hold on, I had to regain my breath for a quick second. Match was fantastic. Street Profits walking away is fantastic, even though I thought the Undisputed Era was going to grab it, because I thought, you know, Roderick was the only one that was going to lose. But how... Anyway, I'm happy. fantastic NXT tag team ladder match. Maybe we can see Oni and Danny get one more chance at an NXT takeover, and wouldn't it be fantastic for them to go up against like Street Profits or something? Because I honestly thought this was going to be Oni and Danny's time. It would have been perfect to put it on, even if they were transitional champions. They deserve the gold strap. If they don't deserve that, give it one more match. Now moving on to, we're halfway through the card at this point. It's the third match. Yes, it's the third match. All this built around it. It's for the NXT North American Championship. He has a returning main roster star back to NXT in none other than the gorgeous Tyler Breeze, up against none other than the Purple Rainmaker, Velveteen Dream. But anyway, moving on. Yes! I'd say this match was fantastic. I'm only doing it in a selfie thing because I took a selfie later. Yeah, that's a couple of my posters. What are you trying to do now? But the match was fantastic. The whole build towards it, every spot was worth it, and the selfie at the end just made it perfect for both of their characters. But moving on, we went to the semi-main event, which was none other for the NXT Women's Championship. It was none other than Io Shirai, the genius of the sky, because I have to make a rhyme, it's the WWE, up against the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler. I'm not doing the symbol because it keeps looking like Illuminati. But anyway, moving on. This match was good. I always knew that Shayna was just going to destroy her, but then I had that quick flashback to, but Kyrie beat her. But they're not going to have Shayna lose. No way. She's like the new Brock Lesnar of the NXT Women's Division. But it's good seeing her get that win straight over, and then she gets belted by Candice and Io Shirai. It's, yes. And then the main event was scheduled for one fall, and it was for the NXT Championship. That's right, we saw none other than Johnny Champion defend his belt up against Adam Cole. Baby. There was so much within this match. Firstly, it was a super kick party. You could not deny that. The amount of super kicks, 2 chins, and the amount of back kicks to the back of the head, it was astronomical. It felt like it was on rewind for at least 5 minutes of the match. But yes, I didn't think that Johnny Champion was going to lose his championship that quick. Honestly thought Undisputed Era would come out and help Adam Cole, but Adam Cole is now the second ever NXT Grand Slam champion. What? I guess this here was the biggest shock of NXT 25. And if you haven't watched this match, do it. Now let's talk the overall for NXT TakeOver 25. What things did we grab out of it? We got a 30-second promo of a repackaged Punishment Martinez into Damian Priest. Yes, he will now pronounce himself NXT Champion. See, because the thing right with the Priest gimmick, but he looks like a Mesh Hardy that goes out to nightclubs that are underground. Then also we saw NXT UK announce another takeover, but it's for in Cardcliffe. I think I'm not pronouncing that properly. But anyway, I'm pretty sure it's in Wales because they've got the Wales symbols and all that behind it. But there was one thing that caught my eye. One thing that got my attention. Now, you want to talk qualification-wise to go up for the NXT North American Championship. Matt Riddle lost to Velveteen Dream, but in the post-interview for the Undisputed Era, they said they're going to be dripping in gold, and they're going to get Roderick Strong up against Velveteen Dream for the North American Championship. But Matt Riddle lost to Velveteen, but Matt Riddle beat Roderick Strong, so that wouldn't put Roderick Strong in a running for the championship, but Tyler Breeze got it. So what qualification do you need to challenge for the NXT North American Championship? But anyway, moving on, NXT TakeOver 25, I didn't believe that it had as much advertisement as it usually does, because it usually bounces off that other pay-per-view. You'll have the one on Saturday if you're in America, but for us, the Sunday then the Monday, then the Saturday then the Sunday. You'll obviously have that build. This came out of nowhere. I actually clicked on and I'm like, oh, no crap, it was this Sunday. Anyway, NXT TakeOver 25 in Connecticut. Yes, it was good. It was alright. I liked it a lot. A lot of super kicks. A lot of 619 references. All I gotta say, who's gonna stop Shayna?